Carissa Pavlika, TV Fanatic. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having us.
Being here.
And your plants.
Absolutely. Beginning
Looks
with
like they're
you,
growing out
Diedrich.
of your shoulders. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Beginning with you,
Yes.
can each of you talk a little bit about your relationship with football and why you think this Hallmark NFL production works so well?
Well, it's a good tie-in. I mean, obviously, Kansas City Chiefs, and we shot in Kansas City, and Hallmark is in Kansas City. Football is linked with Christmas for a lot of people. You know, they open the presents, they gorge on the food, and then they sit down and watch a football team game, I should say. Football has meant a lot to me through my life. I'm from Washington, D.C., so that's a very big deal in our town. My great-grandfather was on the first professional football team. It's called the
What?
Latrobe Athletics. I was saving that all day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all year.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was on the first football team. Yep. So football has meant a lot to us. No, it's true, right? Ed Bader, look it up. Boop, boop.
Wow.
Bam.
That's exciting.
That is exciting.
Latrobe.
I grew up in Norman, Oklahoma, which is football USA Central. So it was all football. In fact, there were many, many fights in my family on Christmas about football. Guys, turn off the football. Guys, we're having dinner. Guys. And they're like, can we just leave it on while we're eating? So my whole childhood was about football.
That sounds incredibly true.
Oh, it's very true. Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
how much I know about Christmas.
Okay.
Oh no, this is how much I know about football.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking
Yeah,
about,
that's
right?
what we're talking
Okay.
about.
I got a little
Christmas and
disoriented
football.
sometimes.
Sorry.
Well, my story was so good.
Yeah,
That's
so
probably-
drew me in.
we were blown away by the grandfather in the first.
Just holding on to
That was
nugget.
amazing.
I know so little about football. This actually happened to me in
Okay.
the 70s. I went into a bar and I walked up and ordered a drink, and the guy said, what do you think about Manelli's knee, or some name? I don't know what name
Okay,
he used. I
yeah.
said, I don't know, who's Manelli? Looks at the other guys in the bar and says, the big game. I said, what big game? Get out of the bar. They threw me out of the bar.
Oh, no,
If you want a gay bar, go down like gay people.
Oh my God, right.
I was in West Hollywood years ago,
Yeah.
and he said, go down the street because it was the day of the Super Bowl. I didn't know it.
Oh,
Oh,
couldn't
you didn't
believe
know
it.
the Super Bowl was on.
Manelli
Look at
wasn't.
that.
Not that there's a Manelli. I'm not suggesting there was. I have no idea.
Vincent Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli, I get it why they directed
There
you
you
to a gay bar. That
There
makes
you go.
sense.
It all makes sense. You finally solved the mystery of the story.
That's it.
But I know very little about football, but now I learned a lot about it from the Kansas City Chiefs, so I'm officially a fan of the Chiefs.
Oh, it's
There you go.
fantastic. Oh, I love that.
They have a
story.
convert.
Yep.
And the Higman family has a superstition around a Kansas City Chiefs hat. Do you have any experience with superstitions in your life?
I'm not superstitious anymore, knock wood.
Hey,
And so,
I see
But
what you did there.
no, I think that stuff is charming and wonderful. And who knows what kind of vibe you're putting out there, if I can use that word, what kind of electrical energy you're sending through the air, whatever is actually real and tangible. But you can influence people, and we're all part of the one. Oh, I'm not going to get into too much woo stuff.
Go
You
ahead.
get the idea.
Oh, I will. My mom was a numerologist.
You see, there you go.
Yep.
But I
That's
don't
what
have a
was
lot of.
there.
Yeah, my name is spelled weird because my mom was a numerologist.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
what's that? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My mom figured out the numbers of the letters in my name, and then I was Megyn
Oh,
because
okay.
it had better numbers. Oh yeah, so yeah, she was always like, "You're a 9." I'm like, I thought
Oh.
it was a 10, but I guess I'm just a 9.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I've never
Is
been
she
much
still
lucky
alive?
hat or lucky anything.
Sorry, say
Do you have
again?
any superstitions?
Megan, is your mom still alive?
No, she is not. Sadly, she's not. However, yesterday, her
Okay.
initials, she was named Emily Jo. And yesterday I was walking down the street in New York and I saw EJ's Luncheonette. So I took a little picture and sent it to
Oh, I
my
love
sisters.
that.
Because I
Aw,
think
what do you think
she's
she would
all
think
around.
about the Higman superstition?
Oh, my mom loved every superstition, every magic. She was an astrologist and a numerologist. She wore caftans and scarves. I mean, she would have dug every minute of this movie. Yeah.
There were a lot of superstitions in my family now that I think about it. No joke. They really were. Like, for example, you couldn't give anyone a knife.
What?
You couldn't give anyone anything with a blade. And so this has happened in my life where somebody gives me something with a blade and I either don't take it or I've taken it and every single friendship has broken up.
What?
Yeah, it's true. It
It's like
works.
the Brady Bunch with the tiki doll. thing,
With the tiki
spider.
doll. That's a foundational thing for me, the tiki episode in Hawaii. Yeah.
Rochelle gave me a knife yesterday, but that means she stabbed me, but that's another story. I don't want to get into that.
The first off of
Gave me the
Disney
knife.
blood on it. Yeah.
And Diedrich, what was the vibe like on set for this kind of a production?
horrible.
A
Terrible.
nightmare, a total nightmare.
can tell.
Night fights all day long. No, what's great about this cast is that we all knew each other beforehand. You know, we didn't have any rehearsal process. We only had 3 weeks to shoot. So John, I think, John Putch, I'm sorry, the director, put together a cast that already knew each other. We've all known each other for years. Ed and I had dinner together 2 weeks before we were offered this part.
Yeah.
So it's like so when we hit the set, we were all good to go. And I just knew everybody was a pro, really fun, and we just had a great time together. It was probably the most fun I've had on a set. It was
This
genuine.
one too, my daughter Hayden is her daughter's babysitter, so we're all connected.
Isn't that crazy?
It is. And you know, this is a family, a really wonderful family portrayal. And Megyn, I'm wondering, how do you think this adds to the conversation about family, something that we don't really have as often anymore?
Well, I mean, I love that they took the idea of family and then broadened it to the idea of fans, because both of those things are and should always be inclusive. And I think the story in itself, where Tyler's character is kind of an outsider to that, instead of pushing him further outside, we bring him in. And I think that's a really nice message and one that's really important.
Thank you all so much for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Bye-bye.